The Phoenix Suns have had major issues this offseason, from accounts misreporting their draft picks to NBA experts lying about their stars' intentions this offseason. Today, we're going to be covering all the issues with modern day sports journalism. Look, it's no secret that NBA experts and analysis that we watch and read every day have teams that they enjoy writing about and teams that they enjoy bashing, and teams like the Lakers and the Suns have been at the butt of much bad journalism this offseason, from NBA experts reporting that the Lakers missed out on Buddy Hield when under the new CBA, the Lakers couldn't have even taken on Buddy Hield's contract, to them lying about the Phoenix Suns draft picks in upcoming years. It's just been a horrible offseason for journalism. Stephen A. Smith reporting that Devin Booker wants out to the Knicks. And then Stephen A. Smith going on to report that Kevin Durant potentially wants it to play for the Houston Rockets, coming out of nowhere, and then doubling down after Matt Ishbia comes to clear the rumors and saying that Phoenix wants out from Kevin Durant and Kevin Durant wants out for Phoenix. It's just been a terrible offseason. So in order to improve your guys' media literacy, we're going to play a game deciding whether the clip I show you is an example of good journalism or bad journalism. For this first clip, we have Stephen A. Smith reporting, not suggesting, reporting that Devin Booker wants to be a New York Knick. So this is for you to decide, is this an example of good journalism or bad journalism?
From what I'm being told, I don't know if it'll ever happen, Devin Booker wants to be in New York.
That is right. That is an example of terrible journalism. Speculation just to speculate is not journalism. For the second example, we have Brian Windhorst detailing the Houston Rockets trading draft picks with the Brooklyn Nets. You decide whether this is good journalism or bad journalism.
Why? Because they got Suns assets. The Rockets were sitting on that because they had made that Harden trade. The Nets were sitting on those Suns assets because of the Durant trade. And what they're basically doing is putting a big, giant piece of red meat out in front of the Suns and saying, you want to get out of the Durant transaction? You don't think your team with these 3 stars under these new rules is built correctly? Yeah. Let us bail you out.
This is an example of great journalism. No speculation, just cold, hard facts. For this next clip, we have Stephen A. Smith discussing Kevin Durant wanting out of Phoenix. It's up for you to decide. Is this good journalism or bad?
But what I'm hearing from Phoenix is that Kevin Durant might want out. I'm hearing that Phoenix is well aware of that. They may want him out.
Before you answer that, I'm going to show you the much anticipated follow-up, the sequel to these comments of Stephen A. doubling down, even after Matt Ishbia comes out of his own accord and tweets saying that the Suns are all in.
I am reporting here.
Uh-oh.
Pay no attention to what Phoenix is saying. They want out of Kevin Durant right now. That's number one.
Wait, say that one more time?
They want to
Pay
trade
no
Durant.
attention
Yep.
to what Phoenix is saying. They want out of Kevin Durant right now.
That is right. These are both examples of bad journalism. Now here's Brian Windhorst once again to set the record straight and explain that Kevin Durant loves living in Phoenix and playing with Devin Booker.
Devin Booker is fully committed to Devin Booker
Phoenix
is
Suns.
fully committed to the Phoenix Suns. That is where he wants to be, and he's fully committed to Kevin Durant, by the way. They're looking forward to playing with each other starting next week when they get together for Team USA. They're looking forward to playing their summer together. From what I am told, there's no issue between KD and Booker.
This right here is an example of perfect journalism. While these issues seem small and inconsequential, after all, it is just entertainment. These hot topic shows filled with hot takes that is ready to give you a quick dopamine rush after you hear something unexpected. But the main issue with these shows is they're not advertised that way. These guys are advertised as the best in the business. No one knows more than them, but it just doesn't feel that way. They are constantly spitting out garbage and people are eating it up every day. Kevin Durant perfectly explains why this pains him in an interview he did in Las Vegas just a few days ago.
Cam, it's hard not to hear what they got to say about you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, because especially then you could just make up lies, like, and everybody gonna believe you. Like, you could just press the KD want to leave button anytime you want some attention.
You think it's a button?
Yes, it's for sure a button. What else is gonna get people going around this time besides the journeyman is leaving again? That storyline gonna always hit.
I believe that this shows a broader issue with just journalism in general and the average person's media literacy. No one takes time to comprehend and critically think about journalism anymore. Just everything they read, if it's from someone that they believe they trust, it's automatically truthful to them. You have Fox and CNN with die-hard fans that tune in every single night and just lap up the garbage that these people put out. No one looks for answers. No one looks for outside perspectives anymore. And I think that this is most apparent in sports journalism. If it's Stephen A. reporting, you have a section of the NBA community that just eats up every single thing he says. Anything negative that comes out about players like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, even to a certain extent at this point, Bronny James, people are ready to believe it in an instant. And I think it's damaging to the overall culture. It devalues good journalism these days. It makes it harder to report the truth because no one wants to hear the truth. They want to hear their opinions expressed by people with more power than them. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, so I did not grow up an NBA fan. There was no team. The closest team was the Trailblazers, and no one wants to watch the Trailblazers. So I didn't become an NBA fan until later in my life. Just a couple, maybe 5-6 years ago is when I really started tuning in. And the biggest shock to me was how full of hate the community is. It's an issue that I see with the NBA more than any other league. Any opportunity to put a player down, NBA fans will take it in an instant. Players like Devin Booker and Kevin Durant are at the end of constant scrutiny and criticism, while there's guys that can do no wrong, guys that I honestly really enjoy, like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Nothing he says or does is put under a microscope like some players are, and it's an issue that I think is unsolvable with the NBA community. It's just full of toxicity, and it makes it hard to watch and enjoy as a fan. And I believe one of the main pushers of that toxicity happens to be these talking head shows. Guys like Stephen A. Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Shannon Sharp. These guys are hilarious and such entertaining watches and absolutely can provide some value, but I believe that they do a lot more harm than good. As an up-and-coming sports journalist, I promise to never let myself dive to those depths of poor journalism and just garbage that people spit out. With this channel, you're always going to get high-quality sports journalism. We plan to expand to the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Sun Devils, and the Cardinals very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But you're never going to get that poor quality journalism from me or any of my partners that I plan to make content with. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you want some analysis on the Phoenix Suns off season and some analysis on our free agency signings, they'll be linked here. And thank you so much for watching.